The world may forever remember Selena Quintanilla as the queen of Tejano music, but before the sold-out arenas, before the chart-topping albums, and before the global recognition, there was a small family with an unshakable belief and a dream that felt almost impossible. At the heart of that dream stood Abraham Quintanilla Jr., a father whose discipline, vision, and determination shaped not only Selena's career, but an entire musical legacy that continues to inspire generations. His life, his sacrifices, and his unwavering faith in his children became the foundation upon which Selena's empire was built. And today, that legacy is honored through one of the most emotional and unforgettable tributes ever delivered by his wife, Marcella Quintanilla. As the memorial gathering began, the atmosphere carried a weight that could be felt the moment people entered the room. Fans from all walks of life stood side by side, many holding flowers, candles, and handwritten letters addressed to a man they may never have met, yet felt deeply connected to. Some wore Selena's iconic purple, others clutched vinyl records or old concert tickets, physical reminders of moments in their lives touched by the Quintanilla family's story. This was not just a funeral, it was a collective moment of remembrance, grief, gratitude, and reflection. Abraham Quintanilla Jr. was more than Selena's father. Long before the world recognized her brilliance, he recognized her potential. Born with his own musical aspirations, Abraham understood the harsh realities of the music industry, the rejection, the financial strain, and the emotional toll that dreams often demand. When he discovered Selena's voice as a young child, he saw not just talent, but destiny. From that moment forward, his life became dedicated to nurturing her gift, even when it meant sacrificing comfort, stability, and personal ambition. The early years were anything but glamorous. The Quintanilla family lived a modest life, often struggling to make ends meet, as Abraham poured everything into building Selena y los Dinos. They traveled across Texas in a tour bus that doubled as a home, performing at small venues, fairs, weddings, and quinceañeras, sometimes for little to no pay. Abraham was strict, demanding perfection, but his discipline came from love and a desire to prepare his children for a world that would not be gentle with them. Marcella Quintanilla stood beside him through every challenge. As a mother, she worried constantly about Selena's safety, her childhood, her emotional well-being, but she also believed in her husband's vision. Together they balanced hope and fear, pride and anxiety, building a family unit rooted in loyalty and resilience. Marcella often described Abraham as a man who carried the weight of responsibility silently, pushing forward even when exhaustion and doubt crept in. As Selena's fame began to rise, Abraham became both her manager and her protector, fiercely guarding her image, her values, and her future. He understood the dangers of the industry and refused to allow Selena to be exploited or rushed into situations that could compromise her integrity. While some criticized his control, those closest to the family understood it as devotion, a father determined to shield his daughter from harm. Then came the unimaginable tragedy that shattered the Quintanilla family and stunned the world. Selena's life was cut short at the height of her career, leaving behind millions of grieving fans and a family struggling to survive the deepest pain imaginable. For Abraham, the loss was unbearable. He had not only lost a daughter, he had lost a dream, a future, and a piece of his soul. Yet even in grief, he stood tall, determined to protect Selena's legacy from exploitation and distortion. Marcella later spoke about how Abraham changed after Selena's passing. He became quieter, more introspective, yet fiercely committed to honoring Selena's memory. He worked tirelessly to ensure that her story was told with truth and respect, refusing to allow her legacy to be reduced to headlines or rumors. His strength became a shield for the family, even as he carried a grief that never truly faded. At the memorial honoring Abraham Quintanilla Jr., All of those years, the struggles, the triumphs, the heartbreak, felt present in the room. When Marcella Quintanilla stepped forward to deliver her tribute, the energy shifted completely. Her presence was calm, yet emotionally powerful. She didn't need theatrics. Her words alone carried the weight of a lifetime shared. Marcella began by speaking of Abraham as a husband before anything else. She described the young man she fell in love with, his passion for music, his sense of humor, and his relentless drive. She spoke of the nights they spent talking about dreams, about the risks they took together, and the faith that guided them when nothing seemed certain. Her voice cracked as she recalled moments of joy and moments of fear, reminding everyone that their journey was never easy, but always rooted in love. As she continued, Marcella reflected on Abraham as a father, describing his unwavering belief in his children's abilities. She spoke of his high standards, his tough love, and the lessons he instilled: discipline, humility, respect, and perseverance. She acknowledged that his methods were sometimes misunderstood, but emphasized that everything he did was fueled by his desire to see his children succeed and remain grounded. The most heart-wrenching moment came when Marcella addressed Selena directly. She spoke as if her daughter were listening, thanking her for the light she brought into their lives and into the world. She spoke about how Abraham never stopped talking about Selena, never stopped carrying her with him in every decision, every project, every quiet moment. The room dissolved into tears as Marcella's words painted a portrait of a father whose love transcended loss. Marcella also spoke about resilience, about how Abraham taught the family to keep moving forward even when the pain felt unbearable. She described how he believed that honoring Selena meant continuing to live with purpose, protecting her legacy, and allowing her music to bring joy rather than sorrow. His strength, she said, became the family's anchor. As the tribute continued, visuals played behind her, home videos of Selena laughing, rehearsal clips filled with determination, family photos capturing moments of joy before fame changed everything. Each image told a story not just of a star, but of a family bound together by love and sacrifice. The audience listened in silence, fully immersed in the emotion of the moment. Fans realized that Abraham Quintanilla Jr. was not simply a figure behind the scenes. He was a cornerstone of Selena's success and a guardian of her legacy. His life's work extended beyond music. It was about family, faith, and unwavering belief in the power of dreams. By the time Marcella concluded her tribute, there was a sense of collective healing in the room. Applause erupted, not the celebratory kind, but the kind born of gratitude and respect. It was a moment that transcended celebrity, reminding everyone that behind every icon is a human story filled with love, loss, and perseverance. As the memorial came to an end, one truth stood undeniable. Abraham Quintanilla Jr.'s legacy lives on through Selena's music, through the values he instilled, and through the family that continues to honor his vision. Marcella Quintanilla's tribute was not just stunning, it was a testament to enduring love, strength in the face of tragedy, and the power of remembering those who shaped history from behind the scenes. This story is not simply about the past. It is about how love outlives loss, how faith survives heartbreak, and how a father's belief can change the world. And as long as Selena's music continues to play, Abraham Quintanilla Jr.'s spirit will remain alive, echoing through every note, every memory, and every heart touched by the Quintanilla family's extraordinary journey.